So, got a Kizer. Yeah, there's not much spinning going on there. Let's get this thing out. Free it from its confinement. Got 2 screws. What is this? Okay. Got this on the secondary market. It's a Kizer Rogue. It's a Dirk Pinkerton design. Titanium, and I believe S35VN steel. It's a KI3480. Man, is that comfortable. So it was listed as used, and so I got a used price on it, and I can see in these scales that it's it's been in pocket for sure. Now the pocket clip don't look bad, but those scales got some markings on them. The blade itself seems to be intact. Definitely looks like the original edge, the factory edge. I don't see any wear up here. It's just on the face of the scale itself. And I have been, oh, there I can see it up on here too, where the black is. Yeah, it's pretty chewed up here on the black. I have been moving towards being able to, I'm going to experiment doing some hand finishing. Like if I was going to hand finish this flat on this blade, well, this scale might be a perfect little spot for me to do that. So, yeah, okay. Well, let's get rid of all this stuff. What a unique piece. I'd never seen one of these before. It popped up and I was like, oh, I'm going to have to check that out. I am a sucker for old school Kizer. You want to sell old school Kizer? I'm a sucker. Yep. All right. It's only one requirement. You give it to me almost for free. So we feel a little bound up in the action, and the lock feels tight. What I mean by that is pushing that over feels pretty tight. The blade's centered. It's got a snappy little thumb flick. Spidey flick feels good. So all this horizontal milling, it's sharp. Like it's not knocked down. And so all of that's biting as I'm gripping. And I like it. Yeah, combat jimping on the spine. Yeah, not kind of combat, but combat jimping. It's got this jimping built into the scales here and here. So it's a pretty grippy little piece, man. But it's got action issues. So I say we get in. Let's see what they are. And honestly, might not be anything I can remedy. So we're backwards. I can tell. I was turning the barrel. So we'll pull this side off, and then if I can flip-flop it, I most definitely will. But since the pivot screw came off that side, we'll try to pull this scale up first. Yep, easy peasy. Okay, well there's the answer for our action. It's on brass washers, which it's not an issue neither here nor there. We're gonna polish them up and get them. Well, okay, so it's on brass. Well, it's got double brass on this side. Is it double brass on that side too? Well, it's double brass, and then it's got a Teflon washer that was up against the blade. What's going on here? So this side, the Teflon was in the middle. Okay. Well, that seems a little goofy, like we couldn't make up our mind. And I'm looking at the pivot. I was going to say that I'm forced to do the pivot from one side, but I don't think it's captured. I think I can put the pivot in this side. Yeah, it's not captured at all. So I can relocate everything to this other side. And there's a lot of detent pressure going on there. We're gonna remedy this as well. Let's see if I can't get these screws off of here. We'll relocate those to the other side. Yep, nice. It's gonna make me pull that pocket clip, isn't it? Yeah, buddy, you dirty dog. I had another one like that recently. Just the design of it said, yeah, you gotta, if you're gonna get to me, you gotta pull the pocket clip. Well, actually, I could have left that in there. Now I'm thinking about it. There's no reason for me to take that out. Let me put it back in. Better yet, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to pull this other pocket clip screw and we'll assemble the pocket clip last. How about that? Instead of trying to muscle my way through all that. I'm definitely going to take some of this off. So I got to get that over travel stop off of there, which in fact is the metal insert itself. It's got the little nib right here. All right, let's get a little bit of that back. Let's go with that. We'll see how that treats us. If I have to, I'll do it again. Go back, jack, and we'll do it again. Beautiful blade. And fairly reminiscent of a Dirk design. I can see it in there. I like it. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll hand finish that or not. I may. It's going to maybe be dictated by the black. Because if the black's all chewed up, it doesn't much matter what I do with that hand finish on there. I mean, it looks okay. So this is going to be a future candidate for a hand finish, to come in here and then just hand finish this with the right grit to get a beautiful finish on it. I wouldn't want to stonewash this because it would definitely stonewash, the edges and all that. So this would be a perfect candidate for a hand finish. And I think it had a hand finish on it to begin with. So I would just be repairing what it had. The pocket clip, I mean, it's got some marks on it as well. It's been anodized, but I can see it's got some wear marks on it. Under closer inspection, I can see that it's a little worn. All right, let's clean up these washers and stuff. Get this Teflon first. Isn't it interesting? So the Teflon was in between the two washers on one side, and it was against the blade on the other side. So both of those can't be right. It's going to be one or the other. Now these copper washers, brass, copper, they have burrs. Yeah, they are grabbing this towel really well. All right, well, let me get a belt out and I'm going to polish those up. Definitely get those burrs off of there. I'm going to have to make a decision. Do I put the Teflon between them, or do I put the Teflon to the blade? Yeah, Burr City. Oof. No wonder that action wasn't very nice. Smooth as glass now. Didn't take me much. Not a lot of pressure. Yep. This side was good. Like glass. Let's get this next one. This side's smooth. This side's got a burr. I got a healthy burr. Not no more. Gone. Yeah, I mean, explains this action, that's for sure. And I mean, 100% we're making it better right now. 100%. There's no way that that was going to run as smooth as it's going to run with all these burrs and these washers, you know, not polished up. And then we got to figure out where that, yeah, this has got a good burr on it too. Gonna have to figure out where to put that Teflon in between them. Normally it would be copper to the scale and then Teflon to the blade. And I think I'm just going to stick with that setup, and that I'm going to do the two copper washers together to the scale, and then I'm going to put the Teflon up on the blade. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I mean, my history tells me that Teflon is going to be better up against the blade. All right, so I want to put these barrel spacers on. Those are T8s. Okay. All right, let's get some oil. And I'm not going to be upset if it's over oiled a little bit. That's not going to hurt my feelings. So that first copper washer may bind up on that black coated blade or stone washed, whatever. But the next one is lubed, and it should not have as much friction against that other one. And then this Teflon will be up against the blade, and it should run pretty smooth. So, man, I think that's the way to go. We'll see. I may hate it in the end and go, yeah, yuck. I'll put a little bit in that detemp ball path. I mean, just getting those burrs off of these washers has to change things. Because now everything's free to run smooth against each other. There we go. Let's get our metal insert back on. That's giving me grief. Let's try that in the other hole. Who knows, but it worked. All right, I think we're there. Well, I'm not going to overdo it with screws here. I'm going to do one, and then let's iron out this action, because it is pretty tight right now. I mean, wow. Yeah, I mean, just wow. It is uber smooth, man. I mean, man alive, is that smooth right now. When I first grabbed it, I thought, yeah, I don't think, maybe I didn't do that right when I was assembling it right there. But it deceived me, because man, is that smooth. Like Tennessee whiskey kind of smooth type thing. Whew. Almost there, y'all. We had some pieces and parts to this thing. All right. I think we're golden. Let's check it. Golly, man, is that nice. I can't explain to you what I'm feeling. It's like I can feel the tension of the washers, and it's a constant tension on the blade, but it is so smooth and solid. I mean, man, is that impressive. I should consider trying to figure that out with all my washer knives. If I could just add another brass washer or bronze or whatever, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is. Copper, brass, bronze. Wow, is this thing nice though. So let's talk about that action. I mean, it's on washers, and if I have to evaluate it as a washer action, it's an A action. It is so good, so snappy, so wonderful, and smooth. Wow, is that smooth. I better, there's no rock in it. I mean, it's locked up solid, but I'm gonna check it. Yeah. Because I played with that lock a little bit. Ergonomics. Yeah, so not so confident, confident, very confident. I mean, this is definitely a confident grip. This jimping is combat style, so thumb up, bite in. I mean, it contours right into the hand. This is wonderful grip. Definitely confident. Reverse grip, capped with the thumb. Wonderful. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yep. And then a Paccal grip. Yeah, it'll give it to me. I can cap it off, and then the ability to smash that into something. Yeah, very nice. Let's check pocket clip. Thick stuff. Yeah, perfect. Look at that profile. It's different. It looks different, but it's cool. I like it. Got a little bit sticking up there, a little more than 1/4 of an inch or so. Great tension. Let's check it in standard jean size material. Not quite as much tension. I could tighten it up, I guess, if I was going to carry it on a regular basis. My back pocket, yeah, that thing is nice right there. Yeah, I mean, I could go for a jog and it would still be there. It's not coming out of there. It's going to hang up on that seam right there. What about blade contact? Not through the back, and the tip is way down in there. So the clip's good, tip's good, and I can handle this knife any old way I want to, as long as that blade's closed. Nice little detent. Watch it snatch. Whoop, suck it right in there. Yeah, very cool. I wonder if that blade is sharp. Looks sharp. I mean, maybe a quick strop. How about it? Quick strop? Quick strop. Couple of strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's run it on the wood. I didn't really feel nothing there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Hit it again. What's up? So I'm talking about, wow, very cool piece. So Kizer Rogue, price and availability. Hey man, secondary market, this isn't going to be available new anywhere except in the secondary market. Somebody's hoarding one. They've got a new one in a box or whatever, but you're not going to find it at a dealer. And so price wise, I mean, I'm going to say $125 and up. That'd be my guess. If you find one in new condition. Now, used condition, it's all subjective, man. I didn't pay that for this, but this one clearly showed some use on those scales. But I already knew. I was intrigued thinking about this knife. I thought, hey, I can refinish, put a hand finish on these scales, take care of all those little snail trails, and make this thing look like new. So yeah, it didn't shy me off of it at all. I didn't know it was a washer knife, but the way that it runs, I mean, I'm not disappointed at all because this thing runs wonderfully. Yeah. Kizer Rogue, not Yogue, a Kizer Rogue. Appreciate y'all watching.